It's time, my friends, for another Devo tip on the Gospel of Isaiah. Let's look at chapters 41 and 42, the meta crisis of tribal spirituality. Well, in Isaiah 41, God convenes a divine courtroom and issues a stark challenge to the nations. Present your idols, all of them, however costly, sophisticated, or indispensable they appear. What follows is a devastating portrait of how idolatry actually works. You see, we don't simply worship idols, we manufacture them, and then we recruit. The carver cheers on the goldsmith, the molder steadies the hand at the anvil, and together they stand back and say, "It's coming along fine." Then bolt the thing in place so it won't fall. Well, it takes a village to build an idol, and once an idol takes hold, it forms a tribe. So, although it sparks passionate activism, tribal spirituality often breaks up families, ruins friendships, and creates narrow echo chambers. I think we all know that by now. See, tribal spirituality also makes us deaf and blind to anyone outside the tribe. We hear, but we no longer truly listen. People become positions, neighbors become threats. Our outrage culture has convinced us that transforming the world requires being the loudest voice in the room, crushing opponents, springing traps, driving our friends and family into silence. No one is left to say, "Restore." Many people describe our moment as a meta crisis. What's a meta crisis? It's a collapse in meaning that leaves people detached from reality and from each other. So, to fill the void, millions turn to mass protests and digital crowds in search of what sociologists call collective effervescence, that powerful feeling of shared belonging and purpose. But let's think about this. When our hunger for connection is fed by spectacle rather than truth, we gain intensity without gaining wholeness. The feeling passes and the emptiness returns. Isaiah 42 offers something entirely different. Not a louder movement, but a person, whom he calls the servant of the Lord. He will not cry out aloud, or lift up his voice, or make it heard in the street. A bruised reed he will not break, and a faintly burning wick he will not quench. He will faithfully bring forth justice. Gentleness as power? Restraint as a strategy? In a world inflamed by outrage, this is preposterous. Well, gentleness distinguishes between the bruised, who need healing, and the offender, who needs accountability, and offers the costly, attentive compassion that actually brings light. And this, my friends, is what tribal spirituality cannot produce. Tribal spirituality, it can generate heat, but not light. And beneath it all, cutting against every anxiety driving the idolatrous tribal impulse, the Lord speaks. He says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed." He declares new things before they emerge. He promised to lead the blind through unfamiliar paths, to turn darkness into light and rough terrain into level ground. His voice rises above the noise of every tribe, not to drown it out with volume, but to call us back to him, back to the golden rule of treating others the way we want to be treated.